It is 11:11 p.m. UK time, heading towards the witching hour, and we are going to do all the astrologies for the coming year for yous all. See what's in store for yous. How are yous all doing? Hope yous have had a Merry Christmas and chilling and relaxing. Hi everybody. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever yous all are around the world. We are going to delve deep tonight. I believe it's not just for world change to take place this year. It's also in the collective for each and every one of us. We are entering into new earth. Huge change is about to take place on this planet. And I thought tonight we would look into all the star signs, since I haven't done it for nearly a month, well over a month. And it's a good time to start the new year. Are you okay, guys? I believe I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Twitch. Merry Christmas and a happy Boxing Day. Let's get my tea. Have you had a nice time? Well, I've been over to my mother's today and we've had a little, like a tea party, and Paul's son came round, so it was nice, and his fiancée, Rain. So we've had a nice afternoon. And Adam was there, so it was really nice. You know, the usual sandwiches, cakes, that type of thing. You've caught us live, Kerry. Good evening. Hiya there, Mrs. Luciana. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about your husband. We'll send in your prayers. Wait for a few to come in. And as everybody knows, it's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church. We normally say prayers, which I will tonight for you all. And if you need any healing prayers, you can write the name in the comment section and you will receive the healing that you need. I've started it off before I came on with a Reiki prayer. And yeah, don't forget, as Sue said, lovely Sue, in the audience here on YouTube, to smash the like button and share and subscribe. It really, really helps. Check that you're still subscribed, because there's been some untoward stuff going on where people have been getting unsubscribed again. How are you doing, Richard? Are you needing some healing? Glennis, today is my 76th birthday. 76 years young. Happy birthday, Glennis. You're as young as you feel, aren't you? It's lovely to see you all. And it's nice to catch up, isn't it? I wasn't going to come on. I was going to chill, and I was going to go and watch some of my favourite Yellowstone. And I thought, no, I've got to come on. I can't let you down. Oh, hiya, Angelina. Of course, you're welcome. This is a new subscriber. Say hi. Angelina's struggling with insomnia and restlessness, and you will receive the healing. Everybody's welcome. Terry Law, Richard, Jennifer, Angelina, excuse me, Ruth, Francis. You need prayers for your hip and leg. That's what my mother's been going through. Less of the auntie. She says, thank you, Auntie LJ. I suppose I'll be your auntie. I suppose. Hiya, Maggie Motherall. Oh dear. You're ready to jump off a cliff. Is it that bad, is it? It's so heavy, the energies, isn't it? Oh, bless you. I had a really weird time on Christmas Day, I must admit. I'll be honest with you, I was very tense. Very, very tense. I don't know what was going on with the astrology charts for Scorpio, but my good God, I nearly burnt this kitchen down. But anyway, to be fair, it was one of the best Christmas dinners I made. The meat was to perfection, the vegetables, everything. Absolutely everything. I just get into a flap when it comes to lots of pots and pans. I'm a pot lass. You know. Oh, thank you, Sue. I've just got like a knitted dress on. I can't remember what I've had on today. Oh, I had a different dress on today. Richard doesn't celebrate, so I'm home alone. Oh, bless you. Well, not everybody's into Christmas, are they? Oh dear, it's bad. You'll have to message us, but we'll send you healing tonight, Maggie. So before we start, okay, I'm going to do a spread for the collective before of what's going on. What could be going on in the world which could affect us. Does that make sense? Let me get my cup of tea. Did you feel the same, Patricia? I felt dreadful. Not physically dreadful, just really weird. Little bit better today, much better. I always like Boxing Day anyway. I've always liked Boxing Day. And of course, when my nana was alive, everybody used to congregate, like, we always used to go to my mum and dad's. But Nana was there. She was like the heart of the family. And of course, Nana's not here now. And it's not the same, you know. But hey ho, you know what I mean? I feel a spirit. I felt Paul's spirit this afternoon because we were with Ethan, his son. Felt his spirit very strong in the house. The veil is so thin, guys. So thin. Everybody's feeling it at the moment. So, Debbie, I felt on edge, glad Christmas is over. I know I felt the same, Debbie. I felt the same. It's not the same. And, of course, I never seen the little one. I've had 2 Christmas dinners, by the way. Did it twice. Because the little one and our mummy and daddy, that's my oldest son, they went down London to their family. My daughter-in-law's family, and the little one went to see her cousins and that, and I just thought, so we had it a day earlier where she opened the presents, from us, and I got our generation doll. Have you heard of them? From all the way from America. But you had to have this certain generation doll, and of course the last minute the generation doll's clothes came. They got lost in the post, but anyway, I got them in the end. And it's just so expensive, isn't it, guys? It's so expensive. I've said to everybody, I'm not doing Christmas next year. I'm just going to buy for the little one. That's it. It's just become very sort of money materialistic. That's what I think. I like the idea of spending time with family and all the food. I like all of that. But I just think I don't know, I think it puts a lot of pressure on people, and sometimes I think, where's the meaning gone? What's it all about? Does that make sense? And it's not what you receive, it's who you're with, that type of thing. Hiya, Julie. But of course, it can be a very sad time of year for people as well, can't it, guys? Can you hear us all right before I start? It can be a very lonely time for people who are going through grief or are just on their own. It's exactly what Border Collie's put here. It's become an obligation. And the young children do make it magical. They really do. But I don't know if you've noticed over the last, I would say since the 90s. Is that when it started, 80s, 90s? everything went very money materialistic. It wasn't the 80s. Definitely wasn't the 80s. I mean, when I was young in the 80s, it was, I thought it was the bee's knees if I got Jodie jeans. It was this famous jeans over here in Newcastle, and they weren't expensive, but everything now is just all name stuff, you know, and it puts a lot of pressure on parents and that who've got teenagers and they want all the name stuff. We've just made a Jesus cake. How lovely. Yeah, I'll make you laugh, right? So for some unknown reason, right, I think I've been shadow banned, right? Because my channel has stayed stuck for a long, long time. But yet, normally, I doubt I'll get as much views tonight because I'm not talking so much about politics like I normally do. But normally I can hold my own, can't I? On a live, like well over 1,000 subscribers on a live for 2 to 3 hours. Not many people could do that. And I just feel as fast as I gain them, I get them taken away. And then people have said, I've never unsubscribed. I think I've been shadow banned. Does anybody know what that means? So I've remodeled myself. It's now the Psychic LJ show. We'll see how that goes. What was I going to say? Forgot what I was going to say. He got this menopause, dear God. It'll come back to us. Bloody thing. Oh yeah. So I went in on Google and I put in I came across this thing on Google. It says put your channel in, and YouTube tells you if you've been shadow banned. But obviously it didn't. It was just a cunning thing. But it come up about everything about who I am, which I couldn't stop laughing about. They had us down as evangelical. Far right are evangelical? Are they taking the piss? I'm not that at all, do you know what I mean? And I just thought, oh my God, it just shows how things stick, you know, because like everybody who's been following is, you know, I like Trump, I didn't like Trump, you know, like I'm not so sure about Trump, because it's like I'm not trying to get into that clique. I tend to stick in the middle. And I think that when I first come on the scene, and I was like, when I gained a lot of Republican followers, when I had said, oh, he's going to, you know, this is going to happen and that's going to happen in 2017, I think it's obviously stuck from there. But I really don't know what's going on, but I'm not evangelical. I just think it's funny. I just thought I would tell you about it. Yeah, I know. Menopause like dementia. Oh, they'll be up to shenanigans as always. But they must think I'm really like religious, which I am religious, but I'm not like holy and thou. Do you know what I mean? Far from it. But it'll probably because we've got a spiritualist church, and you know, they think that I'm some sort of vicar or something, and I'm not. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you that, make you laugh. Right. Oh yes, before we start. Write your name in the comment section if you need any healing. Let's form the circle of light. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra, to come forth tonight to give us the true healing that we need in this community, and for people who are needing the healing and protection and the prayers, from all negative dark entities, energies, on world, off world, as above and below. We are protected with the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen. With love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. Circle of light is cast. So I'm not going to break into song and start singing Praise the Lord. Actually, there was a time when I wanted to be a nun. Can you believe this? And then there was a time when I wanted to be a vicar. Oh my God, could you imagine me as a vicar? Be like the vicar of Dibley. Anyway, I'm going to give us a true reading on the collective of how we will be affected this year with anything what may take place, like events and stuff like that. I can't get comfortable, guys. Oh God, it does feel like that at the minute, like really agitated and uncomfortable. I've eaten loads today as well. Mrs. Bucket would have went to church. Oh, you know what it is? I missed Mrs. Brown's boys yesterday. Never mind. Oh, thank you, Matrix. Matrix, me here in the audience on YouTube, but you'd make a great vicar. You're compassionate and kind. Oh, that's nice. Right, true answer. Right. I've never really looked it up. Sherry, about the Pope with the opening the vault. Keep a hold of it, Richard. Richard's just put here, Richard Zucker. I have a lot of foreign currency. Do you know if it's going to revalue? Yeah, I do believe at some point. Not all of it, but, you know, keep a hold of it. Keep a hold of it. And, of course, I'm massively into the law of attraction at the moment. I've got my chakra bracelets on. I did have another one. My mother got it. It was so lovely and it was really powerful as well. I could feel it. It had tiger's eye in and shungite and obsidian and all of that. Like really powerful, protective one. And I left it on the bed and I come back and it was all in bits. Nala had chewed it and pulled it apart. That cat. She's like a tiger. It'll not be ours Easy, because Easy's like a little delicate little lady. Hiya, Christopher. We are in for a year. Oh, Nola's definitely like off that Lion King, Angelina. We are going to be so bloody well tested this year alone. And it depends what you're into. It depends. I think politics is going to get really crazy in the US. Oh yeah, Zizi's definitely Bastet from Egypt. She's such a lady, you know. Such a lady. I love my cats. We must. It's like spirit's going to force us to look within ourselves. There's no turning back. Imagine we've been running and running, like looking for the Wizard of Oz. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And we've got to the crossroads where the Scarecrow is. That's where we are now. And I believe that we're going to take the right road or we're going to take the wrong road. The majority of us will take the right road. Some of us will delay and go off the wrong road, but there'll be loops where you can come back onto the right road. And the way I'm sort of seeing it is, it's metaphoric, it's more to do with we're healing, we have to heal, we have to look within ourselves. We have to be so aware. It's going to get really heavy, from financial to, there's a massive shift what's happened, as you know. You don't need to be psychic to say this, right? But we have shifted, we have become more telepathic, we've become more spiritual, if anything. Okay? But there's going to be a lot of things what's going to come out in justice courts. I suspect this might have something to do with US politics. Okay, so we're definitely coming into New Earth. So when I look at that, you know, the Two of Swords, I always think like, see no evil, hear no evil, you know, speak no evil. We just need to, like I talk about all the time on my shows, we're in Earth's elevator. We're going up the elevator and we've got people below trying to like distract. We keep focused, keep doing your own thing. Keep doing your own thing. And yeah, we are interested with what's going on in the world. We need to know what's happening. And will this world be better a place? Will it be more fair into the future? I do believe it will be. But I think it goes a lot more beyond 3D than what we know. Does that make sense? I feel it's bigger than that. There's Trump. I keep saying I'm not going to talk about him and he keeps bloody well popping up. But there he is. There he is. So he's in the middle of it all. He's definitely in the middle of it all. There's the Queen of Swords. That could be Kamala Harris or it could be somebody on the left. It's blue, by the way. That's Trump. Congress. Then there's another woman, blue, on the other side of him. There's going to be something what's going to happen, something what's going to come out. I feel that for people who are batting on the right and batting on the left in America, I think these are going to be very, very tested about what's coming out. There's some juicy information to come out. And there's no escaping when the mask is taken off. Yeah, possibly Maggie, but they're definitely going to, there's something coming. I don't know what it is, but it's going to wobble. And as I'm saying this, I'm being shown Elon Musk, which I did say it would be all over world news in a big way, and he is. In Trump, all right, which is interesting. Inauguration's going to be a right one as well. Oh, thank you. Well, I did have a red dress on this afternoon, Teresa, and then I decided to put my black crocheted knit dress on. I just thought it was smart. Not that the other one wasn't, you know, it was just I felt like it needed to be more smart. Right, the Chariot. Yeah, there's an eruption about to take place in the United States of America, and I feel that there's a lot of stuff to come out. Keep saying fighter jets. I've had this for a long, long time. Fighter jets going out. So we're going to be so on the edge of our seats some point of 2025. And I keep being told it's something like the Bay of Biscay. Is it? It's something coming. What's going to have what on the edge of our seats. Hello, Graham. It's okay. I haven't been not long been on. The Chariot. No, I think that looking at these cards, I mean, they can't take it away from him because he won the election, all right? But there could be a situation what could happen which could stall the election, let me see. Stall the inauguration. God, it's going home in here. Richard's put the 14th Amendment in Twitch. I don't know what the amendments are, but if there was a situation of a WAR situation, if that does happen, it would be short-lived. Is that possible that could stall the inauguration? Possible, isn't it? But then again, I do see Trump's face, and I'm seeing if there's a world war situation, it's like he's got a lot to say on it. And he does have a lot of clout where he could try and stop it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot going on all at the same time. And I believe that there is extraterrestrials definitely wanting us to have disclosure. You know, where I covered this last week. If anybody hasn't seen it, it'll be in my library on the lives. But I believe it's not just, where I talked about it last Sunday, it's not just about extraterrestrial stuff there. I feel some of it is military stuff, where we've got their technology, that type of thing. But the ones which look very sort of like crystal ships, the ones which are going into the sea, are the definite extraterrestrial ships, UFO ships. They're not all drones. So what we've been talking about for the last 3 years, we've been talking about New Earth and the old system falling and new financial system, all of this. I think this is like the eye of it now before it all changes. Okay, but I still think you've got that sort of going on there between the good guys and the bad guys. It's still going on, but I would say that the good guys are definitely going to win in the end. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to be massively, massively tested. And there's 2 or 3 world events to take place. I'm very drawn to March, and I don't know why. I still see an event to do with something about the sky going dark, but then there's a lot of dust in the air. And I can see sort of people walking around with like sort of masks on, or it's for debris or dust. It reminds us a bit like if you had that volcano, there would be like that debris, but it's like planes can't take off because of the air quality. Do you know what I mean? Then you've got the angelic stuff going on where we are ascending. The media is going to be on full steroid injection into 2025. And it's going to be like really heavy going in the US. Okay? Really, really heavy going. Pal K, hi. I'm just having a conversation here with Graham in Venice. Kay was the one who made us the lovely mug, which I still have, by the way. It's just in the dishwasher. We've passed something where there's no return. I believe that we're going to get used to and we're going to witness a lot of the alien technology, what's going to come into play. And they're going to get we're up to date before everything comes out. It's exciting times. It's exciting times. But as you know, there's a lot of evil going on in this world, and there's a lot of injustice going on in this world. And there's a big clean-up which needs to happen. And then you've got all the war-torn countries and everything, you know, where kiddies are getting hurt and that type of thing. All to do with big men with their big bombs and stuff like that, would think they're God. There's a lot of stuff to fall down. There's a lot of stuff. It's funny how everything's gone all quiet to do with Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't know what's happening there. But I see sort of stuff coming out with him. And I'm also getting... I don't know if I'm getting part of the Trumps. It could be Jared Kushner, because he's sort of got a connection with there's maybe something to come out there. I'm also getting, you know, there's very strong ties with Israel connected with Trump. I just want to pull some... Which is okay, but it's not okay when they want to like bomb places where children and innocent people are. Do you know what I mean? So I think something there is going to come to a head. You need to follow the money. Yeah, I've got Jared Kushner here. Something's coming out about Elon. I just can't put my finger on it. And then everything's gone very quiet with Diddy, yes. I must say, his speech was very good with his wife. I'm talking about Trump again. I missed the King's speech, by the way, because I was busy in here. Nearly blown up the kitchen. But I could catch it if I wanted it to, but I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, I did see Trump's speech, and it was a good speech. It was a good speech, I must admit. It was very nice. I still see that eventually, after the fall, after the mess, it will go purple. And I still see Trump will be on money. But tonight, you know, I've never felt this so strong. I feel, this sounds really horrible, and I don't mean this to be, I just see it and I feel it. I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to say it. He's not going to be around for long. And then I see him on money. I think the three events, a WAR situation, something to do with something could happen around a few elderly. This is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. This is not fact, right? I'm a psychic. It's what I'm predicting. But I feel some elderly politicians will leave this plane. Because I like to know what they say. That's why, Angelina. The sun. So, you know, there's quite a few oldies, isn't there? You've got Connor, you've got Biden, you've got Trump, you've got quite a few oldies there. I'm not going to speculate, I'm not going to go into it, but what I was shown is that Trump isn't going to be president long. And I like what Sue's put there. It's what I always say. President Trump is a matrix breaker, not a Gaia fixer. But yeah, I was very impressed with his speech. It was quite a one. Let's have a look. There's a lot of things being covered up, like sort of scurrying away like rats. I think there's a lot of stuff what's going to come to a head, and I do get the Pope when I look at that. So there is something coming out about the Catholic Church there. It could be the Pope. I think last week I had predicted that there would be smoke coming from the Vatican. Again, the Pope's quite getting on a bit as well, isn't he? Hey, Jeff. Right, so, and what's the other third thing? Well, we could have problems with money, financial. There could be power cuts, definitely the UK. Warlike situations. If it is, it's short-lived. Something about national security. This is what I'm picking up. This could be what I'm being shown on world headlines to come out. Doesn't mean it's true, but this is what I'm being shown. And a threat to national security. That's what they're giving us there. They're giving us that. Then I'm also seeing terrorism. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm seeing Trump shooting. These are headlines that I'm sort of visually seeing. Oh my God, arrest Musk. I don't know what. It's going to be so dramatic. Drama. So what we need to do is we need to be doing our own inner work, looking into us. Prep. Don't be distracted. An event which I still feel could take place. Different timelines changing all the time. And it reminds us of like Close Encounters of the Third Kind in the film by Steven Spielberg. I think they made that in the 70s, it's quite an old film, but it's a really good film. And they have to get the devil on this mountain. They have certain people which are picked because they're communicating with the aliens, but the government are telling them to get out of the town because there's something wrong with the air and it's poison. It's an emergency. And they take no notice, and they realise that there's nothing wrong with the air, it's just that the government want them out of the town because the aliens are coming. I get a situation like that. Let's say that's possible. We'll put these back together again. Power cuts. Oh, they're going to go after Musk big time. I'm telling you. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, there's mass trickery coming with something. But there seems to be a lot of drama going on around Trump and Musk into 2025. The media isn't going to let it go, do you know what I mean? No matter what happens. And very interesting. It's funny, I've been shown black horses, which normally that means, like, black horses in the street could normally mean funeral, couldn't it? But then I was shown snowy white horses, and I got that song from the TV series I used to watch as a kid. I mean, I'm showing my age now. And it was White Horses. Did anybody used to watch that? Snowy White Horses. So I've been given three black horses and then 3 white horses. Oh, Black Beauty. Yeah, I used to love Black Beauty. I can't even play it to show you because of copyright. But there was a song called Snowy White Horses. I've been told the cavalry's coming. I don't know what that means. But I just think that there's going to be people weeping in 3 or 4 different directions. It's going to be distraction after distraction. But even though all this is going on, there's a lot of stuff to do with UFO stuff that they're trying to hide. And then stuff to do with, I've got to be careful how I say this. SEX, sort of, illegal sort of rings to do with little people. There's going to be a lot of stuff, and Diddy and all of that. There's a lot of stuff what's been hidden. March, April, June, July. While he's in office, I hear the words war. Remember that. The Star, so everything will be fine. A lot of stuff to come out. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Emperor. The US will face 2 great changes within the presidency within the year. I'll say it again. The US will face 2 great changes within the presidency within the year. That's my biggest sort of thing that I'm seeing tonight on that. On the whole, yeah, we're going to be tested to do with poverty. So that could be prices rising with food, fuel, bills, that type of thing. And it's I've always said this, you can't decorate without a mess. Who's to blame? I really don't know. When it comes to politics in America, one's going to blame one, one's going to blame the other. But that's definitely shenanigans going on there. And it will be quite a worry for people who are on food stamps, that type of thing, or people who are struggling. Yeah. So we have to try and prep. We have to try and this is global as well. Okay. So it's about prepping, how he's got the harvest there and he's pulling it all in. March is going to be a funny one. March, we're going to be tested into the summer. Is that when the midterms is? No, it's not. American Patriot, Louise, it's funny you say snowy white horses because that's exactly what Beyonce was riding at the halftime show of the NFL yesterday, Christmas Day. It was demonic. Interesting. Yeah, beans is a good thing to store, isn't it? Be prepared but not scared. I like that. Oh yes, shenanigans is such a great word, highly underrated. Definitely. We've got some very powerful cards here. I mean, there's some crazy stuff to come out into 2025 and we're going to be so tested. You know, so tested. That's normally like a loss, the Five of Cups, so maybe it's restriction things, what could restrict with. We're in the eye of it. We're in the eye of the storm. People feeling depleted. Wonder if that's another virus. Let's have a look. I mean, the outcome's good. We're just being tested. Just talking about that today. Chop wood, carry water. Star card again. The upside down world's coming in. It's trying to cause havoc. Two worlds colliding. I'm getting that song by oh my god. Simon Le Bon from the 80s. Can't think of it. So we do a two worlds colliding. Was it reflex? I've got to give you the lyrics to this. The reflex. I'll not start singing because it just sounds silly. And I'll break the mic. Reflex. Duran Duran. Who remembers that? The lyrics. Are you listen to their new music? The reflex. E God. Right, I need to go clubbing. Right. There's no way of putting this, but this is what I want to see. Okay? Now work this out, because it's a bit like, what the hell's happened there? It's that one, when the bloody ads go over the top. Right. You've gone too far this time, but I'm dancing on the Valentine. When's Valentine's Day? I tell you, somebody's fooling around with my chances on the danger line. This is different timelines, this. I'll cross that bridge when I find it. Another day to make my stand. Oh, whoa. High time is no time for deciding if I should find a helping hand, oh, whoa. Or why don't you use it? Try not to bruise it. Buy time, don't lose it. Or why don't you use it? Right, that's just the lyrics, right? The reflex is a lonely child who's waiting by the park. The reflex is a charge of finding treasure in the dark. And watching over lucky clover, isn't that bizarre? And every little thing the reflex does leaves you answered with a question mark. I'm on a ride and I want to get off, and they won't slow down the roundabout. I sold the remote and TV set. Don't want to be around when this gets out. So why don't you use it? Don't you bruise it right? Oh my God. The reflex is a lonely child. He's waiting in the park. The reflex is a charger finding treasure in the dark. Every little thing the reflex does leaves you answered with a question mark. Something's coming. Another day to make my stand, oh woe, high time knows no time for deciding if I should find a helping hand. With my chances on the danger line. Let's see what this is about. What's going on? Trickery. Trickery in the air. Trickery in the air. Upside down magician. All what will come from extraterrestrial disclosure would be love. But the DS may not want that. They may want us to be scared. Massive trickery is on its way. Everything's trickery. But look at that, we're in magical times. Every little thing the reflex does. So the reason why I got that is I just get messages from songs. Two worlds are going to collide. That's somebody else. That Michael Hutchins sung that. King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords. It's like they're telling her to go somewhere or to get out or to do something. And we don't have to. It's a trick. It's a distraction. And it's a trick. I want you to remember that. I'm also very drawn to July and August. Something about banks is going to come out into 2025 as well, and it'll be fine. But I don't know if there's going to be some worries with certain banks. Do you know what I mean? So watch for that. Some people, depending on, I don't believe all banks will go down, but some people may have to move money into different banks. Do not be deceived. And the other one is two worlds collide. What's that? Michael Hutchins, wasn't it? Michael Hutchins. Don't ask me what you know is true. Listen to the words to this. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. This is about two worlds colliding. This is about us taking different routes. We're going to get a lot of woo-woo. We're going to get a lot of strange events. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I feel for a lot of people in this audience tonight who are looking for love, I feel that there's going to be that connection with your twin soul, twin flame, soulmate. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I would make you make wine for your tears. It's a beautiful song. I told you that we could fly because we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. Two worlds collided, we're shining through. They could never tear us apart. I think that through this chaos if you can try and keep your energies up, you're going to find out who your soul family is by doing the inner work. It's going to be like the lights are just going to switch on. And we're also going to find out who our soulmates and twin flames, or some people call them twin souls. You're going to find your twin this year coming into 2025. So it's never tear us apart. There's a through the chaos, there's a recognition of like everything's just the lights are getting switched on. Yeah. So I think that they're going to up the ante on media and the loosh and everything to try to lower our vibration. So we have to be guarded. Try to be around nature. Try not to get sucked into the drama. Everything's going to be about drama for 2025. The devil is on the loose, guys. Definitely. So we just have to keep focused on what we need to do. And when you're doing things you like to do, that's when special people start coming into your life. And that's when you attract in the 5D, old earth falls away, exactly what Lynn's saying. And the 3D timelines are splitting. That's exactly what's happening. And look at this, and I've talked about this many times. So it is huge what's taken place, huge. We're in the midst of it for 2025. And when the man that's the hermit, but I always get when the man stands in snow, we will know the truth. Stand your ground, raise your high vibration, shine your light bright. It's going to be a testing year. Testing. I'm just going to ask something before I get onto the star signs. Just me being curious because I felt it on Christmas Day. Was there something satanic going on that they were up to over the Christmas? Yeah, we have to be on guard. I like what Sue's put here. It's the year of the snake, very deceitful. So be on guard and be watchful. But also for people who are born in the year of the snake, which is me, I believe it's going to be a good year for her. So Janie Angel also felt it on Christmas Day. I did too. Was there something satanic rituals going on behind the scenes? Oh yes. Oh bloody well yes. But the thing is, you see, it's a free will world. So where we can be what we want to be, they can always be what they want to be. I believe that there was something sacrificial going on. Midnight on Christmas Eve going into the Christmas Day. I don't even want to go down that. I don't even want to go down. It's not good. Will it get stopped? I think as well with us becoming more sensitive, well, like electric beings, you just couldn't put your finger on it, you just felt it. Felt something. To the fact that we were really terrorized. We felt really terrorized. Have you been feeling like that? Have you been feeling very upset? Like, what's the point? So it could be it's not all. Some of it will be your energies. Some of it will be what we're picking up, like as radar, like little electric beings we are. Because when we start to ascend, you have to also get rid of your old energy of you. So what you tested is feet on the ground, even better if it's bare feet. If you live on an up ground, like a high apartment, try to be on the low ground if you can. If not, just wherever you can. Hands like that. And say, please, angels, if it comes over and you feel really dreadful, right? Feet on the ground, hands like that. Please, angels, if these aren't my energies, lift them off me. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, it'll lift off you. If not, it's your own energies. Because we're absorbing it in. But I know over the last week, it was a build-up frenzy for me. And I knew that it wasn't all my energies. It was something I was picking up. And I know there's a lot of you in the audience who are possibly feeling the same as well. So once you start to ascend, we become like sponges. So it's so important that you practice the law of attraction to raise your vibration. If you feel your mood dropping, this is a test for you for January, February. Just hold on to a nice thought, something what makes you smile. It's not where you're sticking your head in the sand and you're not thinking about something. Just hold on to a nice thought. Where you're dismissing it, right? Hold on to that nice thought for at least 5 minutes and you'll find that your look starts to change and people around you start to change. Because we're multidimensional beings, the darker side of life don't want you to know your power. They literally don't. So we have to, we are like our own magicians. Yeah? And if you're really sensitive and you're very much an empath, sometimes you can spiral. And I'm like that. It depends a lot how you're wired. Some people aren't as bad, but I can easily spiral. I can spiral out totally out of control, and then it just gets ridiculous. So Lance, hello Lance. I have been a mess for weeks. The energies have made me sick, like psychic attacks. Yes. So I'm going to admit now what happened to me. Right? When was it? The day before Christmas Eve, I took ill, and I couldn't. Honest to God. I had a pain in my back. I felt I had a knife and they were twisting it. And I was like in agony. I was actually here at the computer and I was doing something. I was putting that bloody thing together, the Winter's Tale. And I don't know if when you get wind, I know it sounds a bit gross, but I don't know if I had like wind and it was stuck underneath my rib cage, but I felt like I couldn't breathe in and I couldn't breathe out. I thought, Jesus, have I broken a rib? I was like that. And Adam had to get us a hot water bottle and it was horrible. It was horrific. But I felt like I was massively under attack. So it's a case of we get easy triggered. And I don't care what anybody says. We've all been triggered to a certain point when it comes to politics, what's been going on in America or beyond the world or whatever. So you've got to try and find your Zen zone, because otherwise, this is a warning. This is a warning for everybody in this audience tonight, because it's about to get very heavy into 2025. Okay? So try to find your Zen zone. Oh, I was ill, but I didn't feel poorly. It just, like I say, it was like boom, so quick as that. And my mother had a very similar thing. So I don't know if there's something going around, but it didn't feel normal. I felt like I was under some sort of spell. So I really do think that it's the energies in the air. How does it remind us of? Like Casper the ghost. Oh, good to see you too, Lance. So like Casper the ghost. Imagine like an evil Casper is Satan, and he's flying around, and it's just, he's got his minions as well out there, demons out there flying around, triggering people. They're having a laugh at the minute. Do you know what I mean? But what you've got to understand is there's trillions and zillions more angels out there than there is demons. So how we stay in that vibration, if you feel it coming over, do your thing with your hands, have your salt bath, just comfort yourself, get your music on, try to hold on to nice thoughts. And I felt as well when I was on YouTube, it was worse. So I had to shut the YouTube down, because every time I went back online onto the YouTube and I was in the editing bit, it was making us worse. So I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're in the computers or what, but I just literally had to just come offline and lie low. Facebook as well, yeah. So we're being tested. But some of this stuff will be our own energy as well. And if it's not from this life, it's also from past lives. Does that make sense? It's, yeah. So when you're on a low vibration, and we're going to get like that because we're humans. At the end of the day, we're going to be up and down. And through the ascension, you're easily spiraled and knocked because you become more sensitive to other people who are going through the same as us. So we're doing a lot of that with other people, with our loved ones. We're falling out. We're easy triggered. But it's constantly changing all the time, so you haven't got to try and feed into it. But when I get to that stage, and test it out, guys, right? You just get like a little something, like a piece of paper, if you need to go online, and you just do that. Because what is happening is that they also are tracking we through things. So if you feel a little bit vulnerable under attack, just do that and cover it while you are online. We just got to be one step ahead. How to protect yourself. And by the way, they're not all Caspers are dark. There's a lot of beautiful souls out there. A lot of people cover their cell phones and their computers all the time. I don't, because it would just be a pain for me, because I'm constantly on Zoom doing people's readings and that. But when I feel vulnerable, I do. When I'm sitting on my own, yes. And it does work. So I'm going to leave it that we just have to protect ourselves, be armed, and be prepared for 2025. If you're lucky enough to be near the ocean, that would be the best time to try to heal, that type of thing. Talking about oceans and healing, Seaburn, which isn't far away from us, it's near Sunderland, there's been sightings of orbs going into the sea. So drones, orbs. So it's happening over here as well. And shungite also helps. Right, so because it's getting on quite late, what I'm going to do is, this is something a little bit different for you guys, right? I'm going to give you all 3 cards for each star sign. And these are just like little mini readings. Right, let's start. We'll start with Scorpio, my star sign. Let's start with Scorpio. $2025. What is in store for Scorpies? This is just little mini readings, by the way. Everything is about to rumble. It's all about to come out. Karma is a bitch. And what I want to say to you, Scorpios, is what goes around comes around. So people who have hurt you, who have double-crossed you, it's like you're going to see a day with a lot of people, do you know what I mean, into 2025. It's about easing into January with caution, because we are very sensitive characters. And like I say, there's going to be a lot of drama out on world news. So it's not about getting triggered. And of course, you know, triggered in your daily life with people around you, that type of thing. But you've got luck here in your cards, you know. You've got surprises. You've got a snake in the grass. You've got some luck coming in here. I just think it's options are going to be out on the table. And this is for people who are looking for love, or maybe looking for change. That could be anything from changes to do with work, new projects, that type of thing. So I would say that there's definite angels and demons. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. It's quite a good card, that. Baby news is on the cards here. You're going to hear of baby news. Or maybe says, is it you, Scorpio? Or, you know, are you wanting a baby? Or it could be that you're going to hear of a grandchild, or there's baby news coming around the family. It's also birth of new beginnings. Sometimes change can be scary. It's like you're going in an opposite direction. And it's like, it's true that saying. Life is like a box of chocolates. You really just don't know what you're going to get. So where you think you want to go somewhere and do something, it's like you're going to be distracted and you're going to go somewhere completely different. And it's going to change everything for you, for the better. It's really good, right? So that's the 3 cards there. And again, the yellow brick road. It's a massive change in destiny path, Scorpio. Dark clouds will bring in sunshine for you. There is rough sea ahead. But the sunshine is coming in for Scorpios for 2025. So that's a good one, isn't it? Stay strong. Stay strong. Pisces. I feel like I want to go into, like, I'm starting to hum the last post. What's the last post for again? I'm getting that. Pisces. 3 cards. Ooh, this is going to be the change for you this year coming in here. If any Pisces are in the audience tonight, I want to say, this is timeless, by the way, as well, that you're going to be massively triggered into 2025. So it's about all the advice that I've just given there about not getting triggered, getting to your crystals, you know, try to take it slowly like sliced bread. You are extremely sensitive, unlike the Scorpio and the Cancerian. They've got the protective shell and the little nippers, so if they get hurt, they bite back. Not the little fish, so it gets easily hurt. And I feel, if anything, that you need that psychic protection around you. It's like you're going through a massive transformation, 2025, and try not to worry. You must try to get into the law of attraction. Money's going to be fine. Work's going to be fine. There's more change coming in there for you, for people who are looking for work, or maybe there's going to be promotion. But there is going to be massive changes there. I'm also very drawn to August, September. It's going to be interesting into 2025 for you. A lot of it's stress related to do with a lot of anxiety here. So it's about trying to look into different ways to try to keep yourself calm through these dark days, you know. I want to say, I'm not saying where you're facing the dark night of the soul, but you're definitely chasing away demons into 2025. And there's gold at the end for you, Pisces. There's like gold at the end. And it's about being proud, being who you are. It's like you're nailing something. You're claiming and nailing something as yours. And nobody can take it away. But there's been a lot of hurt, and you're letting go of a lot of karmic baggage. But the money is huge, what's coming in for you. I would say into the latter part of the year, financially things are going to start to pick up for you. But you have to keep practicing the law of attraction. I'm getting the colour purple for you, but I'm also getting amethyst, which is Pisces stone. So yeah, on the whole, I think there's transformation for you. Going to be quite a big change there for your Pisces for 2025. Could be baby news as well. Cancer the crab. Hello, Royal Apple. It's been a while since I've seen you in the feed. The sun, topsy-turvy, lonely hearts, no more, new faces coming in. You've been through a lot. You work a lot. Some of you have been studying or trying to pass something. You worry a lot about family. Definitely baby news on the cards coming in, but that's also birth of new beginnings. 25 is transformation for you. You're going to reap the benefits. The seeds that you've planted are all going to start to come out. But when they come out, you've got decisions to make. Some of you are taking complete different attitude to your life. And I feel there's a big question mark into June, July. Massive change, fork in the road there. But whatever decision that you make is the right decision for you. Some people just need to be on their own. And some people need to be in that special relationship. But I definitely feel there's changes there, affair on the cards, changes with relationships. Or maybe you're in a relationship and it's going to get better. You're not going to always feel like you're that elephant in the room. And you're also taking a stand and you're getting recognition, which could also work to do with work recognition, something that you've been really fighting for a long time, or something you've been waiting for is going to happen. This is going to be your year. There's going to be a lot of answers there to do with health, a lot of changes to come in. Also, a blast from the past is going to try and come back in for you. but you're shining the light all the way into 2025. The seeds that you have planted are going to take fruit. New love on the horizon, especially into the spring, summer, if you are looking for that. If you are looking for that love, or there could be a blast in the past trying to come back. But you're taking charge into 2025. You're putting a lot of demons to rest. Cancer. I'm talking about Cancer. You've got some very powerful cards here. On the whole, it's ending one door, shutting one door and opening a new doorway. Okay, so I hope that's helped. Right, let's do Libra. Libra for 2025. Readdressing your whole life into 2025. Taking a stand. Learning to say no. Or learning to say yes. Not to be afraid. Get the skills so you'll be rocked. Easily rocked. You've had your boundaries, you've had them for a while. You put boundaries up with people that you've had to deal with, from narcissistic people, toxic people. It's like you've had to get rid of a lot of people and start again. And you've been standing there for a while thinking what to do. And I definitely feel that by doing nothing, just being you, you will find what you need to do. It's not about pleasing people, it's about you just being you. It's like you're changing your thought action. It's like you may even, for some of you out there, be wanting to change your job or have a change in career. And also as well, it's as if that you're claiming something, right? What's rightfully yours. That's coming through really, really strong. Now, that could be anything from a lottery win, inheritance, but you're claiming something what's rightfully yours. I want you to remember that. And lost love, that's coming back. For people who are in relationships or don't want a relationship, you're going to be like majorly tested here and tempted. But that doesn't mean you're going to go there. Remember, where you've got your soulmate, you've also got your twin soul. Also, definitely get into the law of attraction this year, coming into 2025. Don't see things as a lack of. See things as a gain. Always see that your cup is half full, not half empty. And you will succeed into 2025. It's coming through really, really strong, Libras. So I hope that's helped. Sagittarians, the free thinkers, the artists, the dreamers. Let me get a drink of tea. 3 cards. These are just general readings, by the way. If you want like to have a full-blown reading, which I do, just contact us and I'll put the link in the description of the video afterwards. You can either email us or contact us through Facebook. Right, okay. You've had it tough, you've had it hard. You've come to the end of a journey where it's been really, really tough for you, Saggy. And you've beat it. You've beat whatever it is that you've been going through. And you've got to stop worrying. You've got to just put some magic back into your life. It's very important. You're taking a stand, Saggy, into 2025. You are taking the stand. If you look at the High Priestess, she's got like the Torah there in her hand. Can you see it? Torah upside down. Well, she's got it too, right way up. She's claiming what is rightfully hers. She's stopped worrying about what people are thinking because she's individual. She's unique. She's gaining strength again when she's had such a rough year. Being either unwell or depleted. That doesn't always have to be physical. It could be mental. Bear in mind, these are like, they're just basic readings. You'd have to come and see us for a more intense one. But the Strength card is like you're changing your diet. You're looking into your health. You're nourishing yourself. And you're protecting every level, well body, well mind, well soul. You're looking at things differently. She's got like the saint thing above her head there, look. And you're having time out. You're having time out in nature. Some of you know what you want to do. Some of you have your hobbies. Some of you don't. Some of you have just been too stuck in a rut for too long. And it's about, even if it's just going out and about once a week into the country or to the coast or whatever, the seaside, it'll do you good. So some of you are thinking of going on a little trip or a vacation, or and for you who are walking away from relationships, you're not looking back. You're tying a lot of loose ends up into 2025. And if it's not relationships, you're walking away from toxic friendships. You're shutting a lot of doors on toxic people. But there's passion coming back into your life where things have been flat. Be it either if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. Love is in the air. Do, 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 do. Love is in the air. I would never have made a singer, would I? But you've got the Six of Swords here. And it's like you're cutting your losses. You're thinking, okay, well, this happened to us and it wasn't nice. But I'm now turning it from a negative into a positive. I'm now climbing that mountain again. Climb every mountain. You're getting there by practicing the law of attraction, by looking after yourself, putting yourself first and boundaries in place. Oh God, I've pulled a fourth one out. The lovers cards here. So I would say that it's definitely time for romance. Romance is going to be on the cards for Saggies. It's a good year, 2025. Nourish yourself. Not just your body, your mind, your soul. change your outlook will change your life. And I'll leave that one with you. 2025 is a good one, Saggy. Capricorn. The goat. The stubborn one. Okay. We've got these have jumped out, so we'll have these. What is in store for Capricorn for 2025? It's like you're standing no shit no more. It's like you thought, this is it. I am not going to go in for another year and put up with people's crap. I'm going to stand strong and I'm going to do it my way. And if people don't like it, they can bugger well off. All right? And that's where you are at. That's the attitude that you're taking moving into 2025. And you're standing strong for the people that you love as well, people around you. You're giving some home truths to people who've upset you. You've got the Empress card, which is the mother card, which also could be that this, this isn't for everybody, but some people in the audience who maybe want a baby, or it's mother card, so it could be anything to do with your mother or you as a mother, or it's nurturing, starting new stuff, starting new projects as well. You're very, very protected. You're coming into a new you, Capricorn. You're standing no nonsense. And for the ones who've had troubles in relationships, it's like you're starting fresh. You're forgiving, you're letting go, you're moving on. For the ones who aren't in relationships, you've just got this attitude of what'll be will be. And it's usually when you don't give a shit, that's when you meet the right person, when you're not looking. Also as well, it's like you're conquering a lot to do with enemies. You're nailing it. You're claiming back what's yours. You're standing strong. You're conquering. You're passing things. You are achieving what you've been fighting for. It could be an object. It could be a situation. It could be a person. You are claiming back what's yours, what was taken away, if not in this life, in a past life. By God, what a year it's going to be for you, 2025 Capricorn. Very powerful cards though. Ace of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Wands. It's like you're going to go up a notch. Some of you may be thinking of moving or getting a mortgage or a new job. But as I look at these three cards, it's like you're claiming back something what's rightfully yours. And I'm going to leave that one with you. What a year it's going to be, Capricorn. Have a good one. Make me think froze there a bit. Aquarius. I love Aquarius. My granddaughter's an Aquarius. They're so magical. Magical people. Creative, magical, clever, talented. Let's see what 2025 has in store for Aquarius. Just going to refresh the chat. It looks like it's jammed. We've still got YouTubers in. What's happened to the chat? Aquarius. Three cards for Aquarians for 2025. We've got Aquarians in the house. Massively into the law of attraction this year for you. And it will be so apparent. You're such a sponge. You've become so sensitive. And of all the star signs, you're very magical. You have to try to practice the law of attraction and not get triggered for what has taken place in the collective and personal could trigger you if you're easily swayed. Okay, so there's probably a lot of people in this audience here are Aquarians who get easily triggered by what's going on political or what's going on out there in world news. Please just cut off. If things get too much, cut off and put that protection around you. Because what's going to take place into 2025 could affect you physically if you let it. So this is like a warning. You can create this by just protecting yourself and just laugh it off. Laugh it off. So fuck, whatever is going on, I'll be okay. Because you will be okay. And then if you take that attitude, delve deep. This is what you need to do. And I think a lot of you Aquarians will be delving deep and doing their hobbies and doing the things they need to do. I don't know why I'm getting history with you. Maybe it's something that you're going to get into. And I was just, funny enough, I was just talking about this afternoon. When I wanted to go, oh God, I can't even think of the bloody place. It's in Yorkshire anyway. It's where the Bronte sisters lived. I want to go there. My mother's been and she said it was horrific, the energy when you walked in, you could smell the death and that. But I want to go there. But it's like just going around these different places where there's history. I feel you're going to be doing a lot of travelling this year. Or it doesn't have to be large amount of travel. It could just be local places. It doesn't even mean you're going to go overseas. It just might be that you're going to take little road trips and go off for the day. But I think by doing that, it's going to really help you. It doesn't have to be at the seaside. It could be at the country. But I just think it's about pampering you and taking time for you. Try not to worry about your money because everything's going to be fine. I definitely also feel that 2025 is going to bring you independence at a great level. So I don't know if that's a rise or it's a promotion or it's a win or it's something that's going to put a big smile across your faces. All right. And I think that I am getting the month of August, September. So possibly watch for that. But I feel it's as if that you're going to be so tested. So remember my words when the going gets tough. You know, just get the music on, turn the television off. Or YouTube or whatever you're watching, where you get the source of news. And I'm telling you, you will switch it like you're just switching the channel. For the Aquarians which are looking for love, I think if you take my advice and get out there more and do nice things, especially into the summer months, you will attract the right love in. But you won't attract that right love in if you're sitting in the house moping and getting wound up about what's going on the news. So, you know, you are your own creator. You are writing your own book. quite an eventful year. I don't feel you're going to spiral, but you're going to be wobbled to spiral. The warning is the end of January, which is interesting because that's around the inauguration. So don't be triggered. I guarantee everything will come right for you. What are you? What are you? And I'm going to leave that one with you. Just for sun signs, but you can take it as your rising as well if you want. Leo. Yeah, I feel like I'm going cross-eyed. I'm getting money, money, money. It's all about the money. It's been the lack of money, but it's going to be the gain of money for you. Again, it's about not getting spiraled out of control. What 2025 is going to do is it's going to teach you about energies and frequencies. And you sort of know it anyway. You're very tuned in. So it's important, again, that you get into the law of attraction. And you're going to go from that, which is a lack of, to receiving a lot. And getting everything that you want. Being grateful, getting into the law of attraction. Again, and where I feel there's been ill health or feeling unwell, I feel you've been working on that. And you've also been working on relationships. Relationships which weren't going too well, or you've walked away from some toxic friendships, relationships. And I feel through a new project or a new doorway, could be even to do with work, you're going to meet some interesting people along your way into 2025. And Spirit's given us a golden key for luck. I also feel there could be baby news on the way. And I'm hearing the tiny patter of little feet. And I'm also hearing, I see a stalk. That doesn't mean it's literally going to be you. It could be somebody around you. And I'm also, they're showing us money. They're chucking loads of money at your way. So even if you didn't practice the law of attraction, I want to say, Leo, it's actually going to be quite a prosperous year for you. So you've got to understand, if you practice the law of attraction, it's going to be a wonderful year for you. Big decisions that you're going to have to make with work. January, February, March, April. Around about April, May. Transitions coming your way. For the best. For the best. Taking control where people have been annoying you. Staff members or colleagues, people that you work with. And for people Leos who are in relationships, the spice is coming back a bit. But you're letting go of a lot of skeletons this year. You're shutting a lot of doors. You're healing a lot from the past, from toxic relationships. It's interesting. I would say on the whole, it's a very productive year, and I'll leave that one with you. Right, give us 2 minutes. I've got something popped up there. Jules, my sister is a Leo. Hope she gets a grandchild. I'm sure she will. Say a little boy for her. Right, now. By the way, as you know, currently at the moment I'm just doing one stream a week, but I was doing more over the holidays. So you've got, like, I always do a Boxing Day. I've done it for years, but you'll also get us on New Year's Day as well. Just thought I would say that. I've lost track what days it is. We're coming into Friday now, so I'll see you on Sunday anyway. Gemini. Yes, best wishes for everyone into 2025. Have a happy one. And I just want to say a big thank you to all my lovely moderators here who keep the both forums, Twitch and YouTube, safe. Gemini. It's as if that you've had to battle for a while now. And it's like you're on some sort of quest to make change. You're here to, you're trying to accomplish something. And it's been hard. And I want to say that some of you are going through, like, I'm not saying a near-death experience, but definitely like a reborn again type of situation. So have some of you broken away from relationships, or maybe thinking of that. What I want to say is that sometimes you try and try and try and it just doesn't work. And then you just surprise everybody by walking away. So to me, this is a message for the collective, for Geminis, that maybe some of you are thinking of walking away from relationships or jobs or situations in your life. You're making a stand. And it is for the best. But what I am getting is it's going to shock a lot of people. But remember, this is your life. It's not about anybody else. This is about you. It's about what you want to do. So I would say there's a crossroads. There's a fork in the road there for Geminis. And you've been having this attitude for a while now, that you've just been fed up and you're just thinking, this is what I really wanted, but I don't know if I really want this now. But you're taking it, but then you're making the change. Does any of this make sense? Because if it doesn't, it will do. Money's going to get better for you. And where there's been loss, there's going to be great gain. It's like you sacrifice something, put yourself in place. Some of us are here to teach people lessons, make great change. But some of us are in karmic relationships. Have you just walked away from a karmic relationship? Or are you trying to get out of a karmic relationship? Remember, these are general readings as well, so it might not resonate for everybody. There's also baby news there after a long, hard try. You triumph. I'm getting you. You're rising. There's victory on the cards. I want to say the 2nd to the 3rd week into January will bring difficulties. But then I feel January, February, March, April, May. May's huge for you. And by September, it's okay to shut that door It's going to be okay. Because you will make the stamp. You will change history. You're at a crossroads in your life, and you will triumph in the end. Put your health first. Eat well. And any health issues will diminish. They'll just go. Pisces was a while back. Well, after this stream you'll see it. Wasn't it, guys? I did Pisces right at the beginning. So yeah, Gemini's a transformation, massive transformations for 2025 for Gemini. Okay. We've got 3 more to go. We've got Taurus, Aries and Virgo. Let's do Taurus next. Happy New Year, which is nearly into 2025. For me, I will be glad to see the end of 2024. It's been a hard one for me. Conquered from diagnosis to conquering cancer. My God. And I'm still in the treatment. It's going to go until April. How's your 2025 been? 2024 been? Has it been a tough one? It's been a bit of a shitty one for me. But I've accomplished a lot. You'll have to comment on the link afterwards in the comment section and tell us what your 24's been like. Right, so Taurus. Three cards. Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Ah. Ooh. It's going to be very prosperous for you, Taurus. Because you had it, then you lost it, and you're going to gain it back again. Maybe you've been doing the law of attraction. Maybe it's your luck's just coming in. I've just been given that 4-leaf clover there. The Ace of Pentacles is bringing a shining light in for you. June's going to be interesting. Very interesting. All this hard work's going to pay off. Like I say, you had it, then you lost it, and you're going to gain it again. Or if you haven't had it, keep practicing the law of attraction because it's coming in. Got the Ace of Cups as well. These are good cards. Love is in the air. Do, 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 do. Some of you just like to be on your own. And like I always say, you don't have to be in a relationship where you're living with somebody. It could just be where you've got your house, they've got theirs. And it works for you. Do what you need to do and then just go bye. Bye-bye. Going home now. But what I do get is that for people who are in relationships, it's going to be like-mindedness, excitement, way. Lots of travel coming in as well. Or maybe you're going to have the opportunity to go away places. That type of thing. Not everybody likes to travel. Some people just like to be at home. The home birds. Are you home birds? But I do feel that there's travel on the cards here. This is just little day trips. But I just think that there's good news coming in for you. Now, money could be either through an inheritance, it could be through a win, or it could just be through promotion with work. Or you're managing your money better. Do you know what I mean? It could also be if you've got benefits, maybe you're getting extra benefits. I really don't know, but I just know that they're chucking money at you. Things are going to get better. It's like you've nailed it on something. Some people come here with quests to do for Earth. And what I'm getting for Taurus is, in the collective, it's like you're going to achieve something. What is rightfully yours, it's going to be something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and you're going to achieve it. And you're going to be pleased as punch when you do this. Really happy. I'm also being given wedding bells, so I don't know if that means someone's going to get married. But there's something huge coming in there for you. Any invitations that you get, Spirit just wants you to go and take that chance. Exploring the new you. There's gifts, there's hidden talents and gifts within you that you're going to explore, and it's going to heal you on every level. Literally every level, it's going to heal you, and I'm going to leave that one with you. Quite a year. Quite a year there, Taurus. Aries. Let's see what Aries has in store for 2025. It's 2 minutes, I'm parched. We are family. Aries 2025. Taking responsibility back. What's yours? Healing within. Letting go of old pain. So these are sun and moon rising, by the way. You're standing there and you're telling people for what it really is. You're taking no more shit. But you're also taking responsibility on your own actions as well. What I'm saying, there's something about a legal situation coming into play here for Aries for 2025. I don't know what it is. And it's a warning about being honest. Because if you're not honest, this might not be for you. This could be for somebody around you. Things will go pear-shaped. But if you're honest, it will become right. And if this is a message not for you, but somebody close around you. So there's a situation here where it's very worrying. Okay. But you're in control of it. Maybe some of you are going through a split. Maybe some of you are going into a court situation, a legal situation. And it involves a lot of tears and a lot of healing. So it could be letting go of an old relationship. Whatever legal situation is facing you, it will be all right. But it's also about taking responsibility back and looking after you, number one. Where there's nerves which has been jagged and there's been problems there, things are going to start to become more balanced. You have to readdress your diet. It's coming through really, really strong. Also, as well, it's about taking that chance. For Aries who are in relationships, things are going to start to improve. And remember, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But some of you are shutting doors and walking away. So that could be divorce. It's like you're being honest for the first time. You're being honest for the first time in your life. It's like you deciding what you want. And that's part of ascension as well, deciding what you want. I see moves and changes there. And a lot of tears, a lot of cleansing, a lot of purging. It's a new year, 2025. You're healing and you're letting go of a lot of old wounds. Any celebrations ahead, like weddings, baby news, will bring surprises. And again, the hard work will pay off. It's a cleansing and a healing year. It's for Aries. It's a year of letting go of old wounds and moving on. And you're letting go of something big into 2025. You're purging away a lot of shit, basically, and you're moving into brighter times. And I see the golden light ahead for you, and I hope that's helped there. Interesting. Last but not least, Virgo. Romance. The Virgo sign. One more shuffle. I like Virgos. I always get on really well with Virgos. My good friend, little Karen, she's a Virgo. My dad's a Virgo. My nana was a Virgo. Lots of Virgos I've known over the years. Interesting. Very similar to Aries. But you've been stuck for a while. You've been stuck and agitated. And that's what Virgos do. They give a lot. The perfectionists. Very family orientated. And you felt stuck for a long time. But it's okay. You're trying new things out into 2025. Again, there's that healing. Letting go, purging. You're letting go of purging away toxic energy. You're moving forward. There's going to be baby news here, or big news and around a youngster. Where there's been depression and loneliness, you're gonna find new talent through new talent or a hobby. It's going to open new doorways for you. Okay. I definitely feel there's like, you're going to be busy into 2025. A lot of new projects that you're going to be doing. Maybe it's renovating a house or moving. Busy, I see. And that's okay, but it's about sometimes taking time out for you. You're frightened in case that you're going to lose control. You're not going to lose control. You're looking at things differently into 2025. Definitely. Definitely baby news here. somebody who's long wanted a baby, or I'm not saying it's you, it could be somebody close around you, or where you've been worried about a child, things are going to come right. You're so talented. You've got to stop pulling yourself down and just turn everything from a negative into a positive. The Hanged Man here is saying that change your thoughts will change. I think that you get into the law of attraction. I think it's going to really help you into 2025. Remember how I've said earlier on tonight, the veil's going to be very thin in the collective, and we haven't got to be triggered. And I think that Virgos could be easily triggered because they're deep thinkers, Virgos. Analytical, deep thinkers. But what I get is that you are protected. Moving forward, it's okay to say no. There's a lot of magic. There's a lot of things that you're going to find out about yourself. October's going to be interesting. October, November is going to be very interesting for you. And I see travel on the cards into April, May. It doesn't have to be far. But I think it's about doing things for you. And you're going to open new avenue doorways when you start doing things for you. What else am I getting? You need to work at your lower chakras. That's grounding. Are you the dreamer, being the Virgo? You need to listen to maybe some base chakra music, like the tone music you can listen to. Put your headphones on when you're meditating or that type of thing, you can just listen to it when you're going to bed. And you need to maybe look at your health, look at what's going into your diet. Got to start taking care of yourself. You look after other people, but you need to start looking after you. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Get into the law of attraction, and I can guarantee things are going to really take a good spin for you into 2025. It's like magic. It's flippy. It's the only way I can describe it. So if you keep upbeat, you're going to attract a lot of good stuff in. Try not to get spiraled out of control. But if you do have off days, it's because you're letting go of old wounds. It's got to come out to get better. I think a lot of we're going through that at the minute. You haven't got to worry. Sometimes the thought of things is worse than what it is. And that's a message for Virgos into, I would say, the first couple of months into the 2025. It will be okay if you want to take that chance. Remember, these are general messages, but this is going to resonate for some Virgos out there or somebody. It's coming straight from spirit. It will be okay if you want to take that chance. It will be safe. It's okay. Practice the law of attraction, and I feel your money luck will also change into 2025 as well. So on the whole, I just think it's going to be pretty interesting for you. Hope you've enjoyed that. I know they were just like mini little readings, but I'll do more in-depth ones. But yeah, have a good one. Very interesting. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. I'm off to make a hot chocolate, and I'll see you on Sunday, where we will look into world events and what is ahead. And then I believe on New Year's Day night, I think I'm going to do personal medium night. and we'll see what comes through from the spirit realm for you all. So that should be interesting. So Sunday is going to be, well, predictions. And then, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Day night will be medium show. So look forward to seeing you again, and I'll see you Sunday night. Take care wherever you all are around the world. I'm off to make a hot chocolate and get my gym jams on. And I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Be strong, and may the force be with you all. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh, yes. Night, night.